We have in Syracuse a monolithic theater, you know what it means? Only one block. Originally, right here in this area, where there is this theater, there was a hill. The top of the hill was up there, you see the stones. Mm-hmm. The stones you see here in Syracuse today, they are limestones, not lava stones like in Catania. We have here limestones, sedimentary stones with the fossils. So the Greeks, 500 years BC, they found a wonderful area to get the theater. So it was a beautiful scenery for people sitting all around, enjoy the beautiful view. But at the meantime, they could hear very well. This theater, 300 years BC, could hold about 15,000 spectators. The actors in Greek times, they were not many. At the beginning, only one, then the second one was introduced, and at the end, the third one. And there were only men. It was not allowed at the time for women to play on the stage, and the actors used some masks to play female characters. Masks which had a large mouth was to amplify their own voices. And the theater was used like a school for the Greeks. It was not an entertainment. People went to the theater to learn. It was an education that people received here. They knew nothing. They could not write or read. The only way of communication they had was to come here, to sit these stones, watch this perform. The little by little they could learn. Since 1914, each year, from mid-May to the end of June, this theater is used for classical plays, and it's a tradition. Then when these performances are over, then they clean once more this area of this wood, and so one can see once more it in its originality. In the middle there is a cave from Greek times. The Greeks need water, and they found a spring far away from here up on the hill. They built like an aqueduct and got water there. There was drinkable water. For the new Greek colony, they got water here, and now we have an aqueduct underground. This water flows into the sea. Yeah, we have the Greek stone quarries. Oh, that is the place where for a long time thousands of slaves cut out the stones. But the earthquake in 1693 destroyed the city, destroyed also the stone quarries. What was at the top crushed, the pillars crushed too. Only one thing crushed. Look at that piece over there. But the time was no paradise, was hell for people who spent their own short life here inside cutting stones. No? Fossils we have here, sedimentary stones with the fossil. That is an example over there, ammonite. This is called the Dionysus ear, the ear of Dionysus. Why? Because of the shape, like a huge ear. And it's called Dionysus. So he was a king, not the god. The god is Dionysus. Dionysus was the king. He lived 400 years BC, and it is said that he used this cave as a prison. People were surprised to hear their own voices amplified. He went at the top of the Greek theater and put his ear near this hole. He was hearing what the people were talking about, to find out all the secrets, to judge them guilty or not guilty. It was more or less like a time ago in America, Watergate or something like that, Watergate, Greek Watergate. And this altar represents the power of the Greek colony, a very big one, the only one. Was so big, here 200 meters long. The biggest amphitheater in Sicily, the third biggest in Italy after the Colosseum, which could hold 50,000 spectators, the arena in Verona, 25,000, here 20,000. But only one section is left. Two sections are missing. The second section was up there where the trees are, and the one at the top. Both were destroyed along the centuries. The arena is well preserved. All around the arena there is a tunnel with some openings. From there came out lions. Gladiators came in the arena through that arch over there. Right here, the Greeks built a temple that was a 6th century BC, an archaic temple, the first architecture, Greek architecture we have in Sicily. For the first time they tried to build a temple with the stones. Before it they used wood. And to build it they started to cut the stones in the stone quarries where we were. It was unfortunately destroyed during the Christianity. With these stones a church was built. The Arabs built a mosque, the Normans more a church. The earthquake destroyed everything. they found some block letters chiseled in the stones where there was the name Apollo. This Baroque facade was rebuilt in the 17th century because the Norman facade was destroyed by the earthquake. Here was built a temple with 36 columns. The entrance to the temple was over there where you see the altar. All the Greek temple were built face to east sunrise. That was life for the Greeks. During the Norman age, the temple was built higher, but the earthquake destroyed the Norman facade and also moved these big stones, big drums, you see. And over there, some crushed. It's one piece left. Two are missing. After the earthquake, the church was rebuilt in a Baroque style. That is the reason why we have a Baroque facade, a Baroque chapel, a Baroque altar. And in 17th century, all the church inside was decorated with the Baroque. So it's something unique in the world. It doesn't exist in the world another place like this one. A Greek temple and a Christian church in the same building. First the Greeks who came from Corinth, right here. They stopped here because there was drinkable water here. It was like a miracle for them to find on an island close to the sea drinkable water. And so they called the Arethusa.